Morning, Kentuckiana, 6 a.m. on the best Monday of the year, the post-Crusade for Children Monday. We're so excited to talk about that more in this hour.
Yeah, that's right. Grace, Jim, Matt, Gabe, we're all here in studio. We all had a part to play during the Crusade for Children over the last weekend. And Matt, it was really a special weekend and pretty good weather, all things considered.
All things considered, that's right. You know, yesterday around the Louisville Metro, it ended up being a very nice afternoon, but we're going to continue to track a few showers as we head later into our morning time, and some of those will carry over into our afternoon hours as well. But nicer conditions in store later into the week. Still waiting on the full sunrise across downtown. Temperatures in the upper 60s. Wind staying calm, and temperatures for the rest of us here in Jefferson County are ranging into those mid 60s as well. 65 near Bowman Field, 66 near Linden, 64 for you folks near Sellersburg. Over in southern Indiana, we're seeing those temperatures ranging into the mid to upper 60s as well. A few showers still developing as we head later into the morning hours, starting to cross through a portion of Seymour, Indiana. We're going to see some of that activity as we head later on into the morning hours. A few small rumbles of thunder for you folks there closer towards Seymour. As we head later on into the morning time, we're going to track a few more showers, and by the afternoon, some thunderstorms will be developing. Some of those will have the possibility of being a bit stronger for you folks closer towards Bardstown and Elizabethtown. We're tracking a line of showers and thunderstorms expected to develop closer towards 12 p.m. We'll have a full breakdown all about those details here in just a few short minutes. Here's a look at traffic this morning across Kentuckiana. Things are still looking good to go. Here's a look at all of our interstates in downtown Louisville. I-264, I-64, I-71, moving along just fine. When we have any updates, we'll let you know. Grace, Jim.
All right, Matt, thank you. And heads up for drivers using the Clark Memorial Bridge. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says routine inspections will begin today, but drivers on the bridge are not going to be affected. Starting at 9 after rush hour, crews will close lanes underneath the bridge. The work is expected to last until 4 p.m. today through Friday. KYTC says flaggers will be out while crews move around, so some downtown areas like North 2nd Street and parts of Jeffersonville could see slowdowns. A second round of inspections starts next Monday, June the 16th.
Police are looking for a suspect after two men were shot at Algonquin Park. It happened just before noon Sunday by the basketball courts. Officials say both men were taken to the hospital and are expected to survive. If you know anything about this shooting, you can call the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD. Well, it was a different kind of street takeover on Bardstown Road over the weekend. This time, it was the police in control.
Gabe Gonzalez joins us in the studio this morning with a look at LMPD's efforts to curb the chaos, Gabe, in the Highlands.
Hey, good morning, Jim and Grace. Yeah, after two consecutive weekends of street takeovers along one of Louisville's most well-known streets, LMPD decided more officers were needed on Bardstown Road to prevent another dangerous weekend. A WHAS crew was out in the Highlands on Friday night. Our crew on scene saw unmarked police cars along Bardstown Road, specifically in the area around Taco Bell and Chipotle. During one recent street takeover, fights broke out in the same area, and LMPD arrested multiple people, including a 16-year-old girl. Ahead of an expected busy weekend, a department spokesperson told us their plans to stop the takeovers.
So like I said, we're staged along the Baxter and the Broadway corridor, Baxter and Bardstown corridor. We have numerous officers and marked vehicles for our presence. We also have numerous officers in a plain clothes manner to ready to respond to any of the side streets or on the main corridor itself.
Our crew also saw officers putting together barricades and talking to someone with a private security company. We did try to talk with LMPD, but officials declined an interview. Meanwhile, Mayor Craig Greenberg called the weekend police presence a good thing for neighbors. He posted on social media thanking the officers and said, quote, "We will continue implementing both long and short-term solutions to ensure neighbors and visitors can safely enjoy this neighborhood." All weekend, officers were out there until 4 o'clock in the morning. That's when the bars close. And coming up in the next half hour of GMK, we talked with neighbors and people who work in that area about what they think of LMPD's response and if the patrol plan is the right move. Jim, Grace.
Gabe, thank you. A former Louisville basketball star is facing charges for driving under the influence. Police arrested Russ Smith early Sunday morning near Baxter and Highland Avenue. According to court documents, Smith made an illegal U-turn and crossed multiple lanes, including a crosswalk. Officers say Smith was driving with an expired license plate from 2 years ago and that they noticed he smelled of alcohol once he stepped out of the vehicle. Smith has been released from jail and will be in court Wednesday at 9 a.m.
Indiana State Police are investigating after they found a man dead inside of a trailer that caught fire. It happened early yesterday morning in Linton, Indiana, which is about an hour west of Bloomington. When crews pulled the man's body from that trailer, they noticed he had wounds that did not line up with the fire, and that prompted a criminal investigation. Investigators now say that an autopsy is being done to determine how that man died.
And a man is facing charges after a deadly crash in Marion County over the weekend. Kentucky State Police say 26-year-old Justin Barron lost control of his vehicle while speeding through an intersection on US 68, crashing into a car stopped at a red light. The driver of that vehicle, 55-year-old William Morris, died at the scene. An 82-year-old passenger was also hurt but is expected to recover. Barron was arrested on unrelated charges, with more charges from the crash still pending.
To Omaha, the Louisville Cardinals.
Louisville Cardinals headed back to Omaha, punching their ticket to the College World Series for the first time since 2019. Cards took down Miami 3-2 in a gritty super regional showdown out at Jim Patterson Stadium yesterday afternoon. It's Louisville's 6th trip to the College World Series. They're set to face off against Oregon State. First pitch in that first game will be 9 p.m. this Friday.
And the WHAS Crusade for Children is celebrating another massive year, raising nearly $5.9 million during its 72nd telethon. The final total beat last year's number by more than $189,000. Every single one donated goes to help children with special needs across Kentucky and southern Indiana. In our next half hour, we'll get a look at all of the help from the community that made it happen.
Matt, before we get to that, we have to talk about some rain and storms heading our way.
That's right. We do have a bit of a rainy pattern for the first half of our Monday. Later this evening, things do look better. You'll notice on satellite and radar, we're tracking some showers and some thunderstorms that are starting to develop. That's going to be sticking around for at least the next upcoming hours. We're going to break all this down for you in just a few short minutes.